Hi, this is Kathy at inkingitup.blogspot.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make this pocket card. I actually cased this card from Mary Brown, but I thought it was a great card to show you how to make a pocket card and also give you some helpful hints. So this uses the Vintage Leaves stamp set and the leaves framelits that coordinate with them. All of the supplies will be listed at the end of the video. So let's get started. Okay, here are the pieces of cardstock that you'll need. This piece is So Saffron, and you just need it large enough to stamp the oak leaf on, and this is stamped in Early Espresso. Then you'll need a piece of the Delightful Dijon, and this happens to be a 1/4 sheet. And on that one, you will also stamp that same oak leaf and then this leaf. And finally, you'll need a Mossy Meadow piece that you can stamp this leaf on. Then for the pocket card itself, you'll need a Very Vanilla piece that is 5 inches by 3 5/8 inches, a piece of Mossy Meadow that is 5 1/4 inches by 3 7/8 inches, and finally a piece of Pear Pizzazz that is 9 inches by 4 1/4 inches, and it's scored down at 5 1/2. So those are the pieces that you'll need. Move those out of the way, as well as a piece of the burlap that's 9 inches long, a piece of the Early Espresso ribbon, 1/4 inch ribbon that is 9 inches long, a piece of linen thread about 6 inches long, and one of the Into the Woods wood accents. And in this case, I colored the embossed area using the Soft Suede, So Saffron, and Pear Pizzazz markers. Okay. So on the card itself, the first thing you'll do is you will fold the card at the score line, and using the wood grain embossing folder, you'll put that in up to where the bottom of the wood grain meets that score line. Just like that, and run it through your Big Shot. Okay, while I was off camera doing the embossing, I also went ahead and cut out my leaves. So we're going to take this piece and round the top corners like that. And we'll do the same thing to these two pieces. Like that. And we can go ahead and secure this one down. Actually, what I want to do first is the sponging. So I'm going to take a sponge and sponge the edges. And I'll do the same thing on the card itself. And then on the wood grain, I want to just lightly rub it and put a little depth to the wood grain. Okay, so now I can take this piece and secure it on here, just like that. And all I did was take the little wooden piece, accent piece, used a couple of glue dots down at the bottom portion, just like that, and placed it at the top here, and that will be my pull tab. So now on this piece, we'll go back, and what we want to use on this is the tear and tape. And I'll run a couple of pieces. Along like that. Now when you're putting this together, people tend to put this nice and pretty across the front, and you end up with a seam in the back, like this. What I suggest, especially when you have something where you're going to have something on the front, is place your seam in the front where it'll be hidden. There we go. And we'll place this here and then wrap it around. Just like that. Then we'll take the narrow one, and I'm going to just trim this in half. We'll do it in sections. And again, place that with the seam there. And wrap that around to the front. Like that. And trim your excess. Now when you go to put your leaves together, I just took a couple of glue dots and kind of stacked my leaves so they don't move around, but I want to keep the stems close together up here. Just like that. I'll take my twine. I guess that's linen thread, not twine. Tie a bow. Put a couple of dimensionals on the back. And I'm putting them down low so that this top area, it doesn't go any higher than here. I'm going to put quite a few on there just to make sure that it holds well. And that will go there just like that. And this goes inside there, and there's your pocket card.